Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at HomeGoods today. At the end of this video, we're going to have a model home tour again. We are at the HomeGoods in Allen, Texas. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I am happy that you are here. We're going to check out what this store has. I have never been to this store before. Checking out, I love those plates. I love that little bit of evergreen on there. We've got some yummy foods. But those green glasses, I kind of really like those. These are plastic, y'all. Oh my goodness. I picked it up, like that's a really good, like plastic looking crystal. This is glass. And I'm shopping today with my aunt, $7. I was able to stay with her for a little bit while we were in Texas visiting and had an amazing time. We've got our sugar-free coffee syrup collection. What else do we have in here? Oh my goodness, I see a lot of the red and white stripes. I love this. I love hobnails. $5. That is a super cute little dish. I love all the red and white striped items in here. All right, so these are, we've got mango margarita. So this is where you add the boozy. So they're giving you, you're purchasing the glass container, the dispenser jar, and it has the dried goods in there to flavor the drinks. I don't know a whole lot about this, but I think it's pretty. So we've got the berry margarita. I've seen these things over at Williams-Sonoma in their little bar area. I think the drink dispensers alone are beautiful. This says wine because it's not a good thing to keep things bottled up. That's pretty funny. These remind me a little bit of those red glasses that we saw at Williams-Sonoma. So if you're trying to go for that same look, these are $5. Love the very pretty etching on there. $7 for this one. These are all glass in here. Aren't those pretty? Oh my goodness. $8 for that one. We're going to check out some of their bar items over here. I would put desserts. I think I've said this so many times. I'm not much of a drinker. It's just not my thing. These have little pearls on those. That's really, really pretty. But I would serve desserts in there. That silver one back there, that one's pretty cool. Then we've got our golds. See, I think this is so beautiful. $6 for this one. These dishes just kind of bring back memories for me from my grandmother's house, my mom's house. And my mom actually did. She would take these little kind of cute, not the tall ones, but shorter glasses, and she would put little, honestly, it was like Jello chocolate pudding, and we thought we were big fancy, eating our desserts out of our fancy cups. $8, just has that gold. Anything that's gold, silvers, hand wash. I would probably hand wash most all of these anyhow, just to keep them in good condition. But I love the green in there. That one is $7. It's a pretty gray. $6 for that one also. Yeah, it says hand wash only on the bottom actually. Super, super blingy. $20 for that little dome. What are you putting in that dome? If you bought that, what would you put in there? I think I would use something like that, like for special occasions, birthdays, things like that. Put like a cute cupcake or something in there, just simple. I think those are absolutely beautiful. Not sure what you put in them, but I think it's a beautiful piece of crystal. And then they have all the different containers for taking beverages, for gift giving. I like this one. It's like a little sweater. That one is $6. This one, $8. That one actually holds 2 in the back. And if you want to go super bling, you can do this gold one. This one is $8. We've got another winter sangria. These are actual crystal. That's Brooks Brothers. That one is 10. Yeah, it's heavy. Oops, sorry. Someone was squishing in behind me. The store was busy. We did go on a pretty busy day, which is not something I normally do. That is $5 for that topper. That's pretty fun. These are pretty. $7 for that one. I kind of like a lot of these in here. And that high heel shoe, I guess the wine bottle sits in that. All different kind of barware items in here. We've got some flutes over there to the right. This one had some beautiful detail on the top. That one was pretty heavy. It actually was, it said it was actual gold on there, so $8 for that one. I was trying to show you the tag there. It is made in Italy. Very pretty. It was kind of heavy too. Let's check this one out. Also very pretty. This one is $6. These are cool little geode wine bottle tops. That's $10. Kind of fun gift giving. That is a little set of coasters and a Santa topper. That is $13. Santa and a bell, and then all sorts of different little toppers in here. We've got Christmas trees. The gift bags. How much is this pack? $5 for those. Then I found some fun boxes. So not necessarily Christmas, but you could for gift giving or storage. I thought these were really pretty. I love the patterns on these. I'm gonna bet some of these, that one to the right had to be a Morris & Co. But this one for Christmas, I love that one with the reds and the greens. Doesn't that look like a Morris & Co. pattern? Not the red one, the one right above it. That one is $3 if you need a little box like that. The store did have a lot of boxes right now. These are pretty with the magnolias. And then these stacked ones down here, they were scalloped all the way around. I thought those were super pretty. $180 for this table. We've got a neat credenza right there. That big piece of artwork in the back was, of course, a horse. The credenza back there tucked away is $500. That is a rocker and recliner. Let's see this piece of artwork right here. A little bit of glare on there. My apologies. That comes in at $300. And then this large ottoman, this is $600. That is really big. $400 for this chair. It was a grayish green, if that makes sense. And for $100, I still love that stone top. That particular stone, they've had it on a few different pieces of furniture for the past couple months, and I really love that slab of stone. Some leathers. There was a little bit, the store felt in terms of furniture kind of odd in ends, if that makes sense, but in their defense, walking distance across the parking lot was the HomeSense store, which had a ton of furniture. So oftentimes when you see the HomeSense and HomeGoods right next to each other like that, HomeSense is going to be a little heavier on the furniture, and the HomeGoods store sometimes tends to be kind of, you know, like a one piece instead of a lot of sets. It's a good swivel. I've not seen this chair before. Kind of retro here, blue leather, wood base and arms. There was no price tag, unfortunately, on that one, but I thought it was pretty cool. This floor lamp, we have seen that at a lot of the stores. It's also over at HomeSense. $100 for that one. Let's see, this couch, $1,300, loose back pillows. Seems a little on the high side for a fabric couch at HomeGoods. Just my thought on that one. Swivel bar stools here, $80. They also have them in this creamy leather looking material. It does actually swivel. I just couldn't, with one hand couldn't get that one to swivel. It was close to the one behind it. $180. I like the metal and the wood mix on this one. And then we've got some clearance items in here. Actually, this whole section over here is clearance. So if you're looking for just kind of a one-off chair, that gray plaid chair with the black frame, I've seen that at a bunch of the stores. So this chair here I have seen at a bunch of the stores. So that's actually a pair right there. Are these actually on clearance? Ooh, they are. Can I focus on that price tag for y'all? We're about $450. So we're just a little bit marked down on that one. I like the pinstripe on the stools right here. And those do swivel. We've seen the hide, hair on hide, sorry. These are $130. We've actually seen these in some of the model homes. We've seen the square ones, but they have the round ones here. We've got burl wood for our nightstands or end tables, however you want to use those. So that one is $200. Are any of you a fan of burl wood? Do you like burl wood furniture, trays? Is that your thing? So nice. If I can reach this one up here. It's a Nautica. Sorry, it's way almost out of my reach. $130. Sorry about that. I do like this gray one here. That coordinates, but unfortunately the black is, the chairs are black. The bottom of that is natural wood, but the fabric is the same as those chairs we just saw. This is a pretty pattern. $100 for that one. I like that kind of blue and pink in there. Looks like giant corduroys. It's a desk chair. I had to wear corduroys growing up in school. It was part of our uniform, and I'm just not a fan of corduroys now. Anyone else have something like that from their childhood that like you had to wear every day and you're like, I am never wearing that again? Is it something you're just, nope. So this one is pretty. I'm going to turn this one a little bit here. Sorry. I like that it has this fabric. It's like a print on linen. Beautiful little river going through the field. These are pretty. They're like in, not orange. I don't know how to, it's like orange but not peach. $300. It's kind of like that in between. A soft orange maybe, right? Light rust. All of the stores right now have so much wrapping paper. So much wrapping paper. This leather couch, $2,500. What do you think of the pattern on that one? Looks a little bit worn, dark and light. The bottom of it is one solid cushion. Okay, I found these again. I saw these in the store the other day and I love them. They're little zipper jewelry boxes. So here's a Morris & Co. These are $17. We found them at the HomeSense store, so I was glad to see them over here at HomeGoods. So if you're looking for these, might be a fun little gift. If someone just needs a little kind of storage, I don't wear any jewelry. That's why you don't see rings on my fingers and things like that. I am fortunate to have serious allergies to a whole lot of things. So Metals and rings and all that tend to be one. This is $40 at best. I have these rubber made by Onso, O-N-S-O, and that's what I wear when I need to throw on a wedding ring. This is really cute. Love that pattern on that one. There were a lot of little jewelry storage items over there. And these are some of the different home decor things that we look out for in the home models, the model homes that we tour. So this was a smaller store than my ones over on the Fort Worth South Lake side. Trying to think where else. Probably more the size of the Highland Village one that I used to go to. And yeah, just kind of in overall terms of size. But the South Lake store for HomeGoods, for the stores that I would shop here, still the largest, most well organized. That's really pretty. Just a candle holder there. $25. Then we've got our little stones. Ooh, I love this bowl. The green is pretty with that gold, the ruffles around that. These are kind of cool. Got some clearance items in here. I always like to peek around in the clearance section. I didn't know they sold this fabrics. I mean, I knew they sold, I didn't know they sold that brand here. That's $3.50. Well, that's a pretty good deal if you use fabric softener. That brand in particular is a little expensive. There is a lot of cat items I'm noticing in the stores. So the cat, I don't know if they're stands, scratchers, $25. I have dogs, not cats. My siblings have cats, but there's a whole lot in a lot of the stores right now. So if your cat needs some new things for Christmas, this one is $35. Little beds here that they can hide in. This one is a Christmas ornament. Isn't that one fun? That one is $50. And we've got our dog toys over here, not to be left out. Does anyone else have a dog like mine that no matter what I buy her, she unstuffs every inch of it within 5 seconds of getting it, and then we have little white puffs all over the house. Kind of a cool piece of furniture tucked away over here. We have seen this in a few of the stores actually. It does have a marble top on it. Love that. These are cool. Green leather type material. $300 for that one. My aunt tested that, and kind of on the scale of comfy, it was I wouldn't be sitting here too long. I love these green lamps. I've not seen these before. $50 for this one. I'm always trying to find the new ones. I don't think we've seen these before either. The bottom of that is almost like a brushed, what is it, like a brushed bronze? Had black shades. I have seen this one here with the plaid shade before. I do like that one. That's not working for me. There's lampshade shenanigans there. Someone changed it up. I like that one though. That one's pretty fun with that amber bottom, kind of that darker. Got some good greens in here. $40 for this one. Our banker's lamps, we've seen those before, but those burgundy ones up there with the fringe on it, those are fun. $50 for the banker's one. $60 for this one. I like that. That looks so retro to me. I love that. $50. That one is a Thomasville brand. And how are you all doing on your decorating? What is your week looking like? What do you have going on this week? Does anyone kind of kick off and do holiday fun right away? What do you have going on? Those are Morris & Co. on the bottom. Okay, so the green one right here, this little short one that's battery operated, you know I love those. That darker blue one, or darker green one is new. I've not seen that. $60. I love that one. This green also, I've not seen this one before. $60 for that one. It's a pretty green glass. And my husband and I, we went to what's called Jollywood Nights over at Disney's Hollywood Studios last night, and it was incredible. Those two tall lamps are rechargeable also. If my mom were still with me, she would buy those green lamps. Hands down, those would be in her house. She loved emerald green. That is a really cool lamp. The finish on that, very interesting. The lampshade outside is silver, inside is gold. It's a pretty wood base on that one also with the floral. Then we've got some fun orange. I like that one. That one is $35. Gotta check out their art selection. William Morris. Love it. $40 for that one. Different patterns there. I just saw Morris & Co. Artwork in one of the houses that we had looked at here in Florida. When we're doing the tour, I'll point it out. That one's fun. Just a little splash of red in there. Ooh, sorry about that. I like, this is my thing right here. I love the black and white, the very just kind of modern. We have seen these in many of the stores. These florals up there, I don't think we have seen those before. So I think these are new. The black and purple petunia, that's really pretty. That one's fun, just a little kind of alleyway. The art department in the store was pretty good. It wasn't very big in terms of size, but there was a lot of art. So if you've got time to dig into these pieces, there was quite a bit of selection. Let's see what's behind it. That one's got some fun green and gold. I look at that and I see an abstract horse, like the back, and then it's like it's looking away. Let me know what you think when you see that picture. And this looks like river rocks stacked up to me. I definitely have a good selection, but you'll notice as we've been in the Texas stores, there's little to no coastal artwork. Contrast that to Florida. We get a lot of coastal. It's a fun little 2-pack. That one is $30. The floral, also $30. I like the blues up there. Fun floral. I like that kind of light gray actually in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Love this one. $35. Oh, there's a little bit of sparkle in that. Did you see that? I love that. I love architectural. That's kind of my thing. I love all things architecture. $300 for this chair. It's pretty floral. Got some floor lamps. Like I said, the store was just a little bit kind of stacked up. It's $100 for that one. So yeah, good selection in this store. It's just kind of a little bit of a smaller footprint store. Or maybe it's a more normal, this one's $200. Maybe it's a more normal footprint size. Found these a little bit further down this end cap of all these beautiful different color greens. There's some super fun lamps in here. They had some tablecloths we came across over here for the holidays. Beautiful. The Brooks Brothers one right there, the one up top actually came with napkins. $25, a little bit of sparkle in that one. I like this one. So this one is $17. Kind of a woodland pattern to that one, but I like this one. Sorry, we got deep into conversation about tablecloths. We've got some pretty picture frames over here. This one is $8. I like this one. It had a little bit of a gray leather look around the sides. This one kind of sparkly. I think I'd almost leave that picture of Santa in that frame. Oh my goodness, that's really fun. This frame though, I think we both decided we really like that one, and this one in the back. This one was a little bit heavier weight. $8, kind of had that stone look. We were on a green kick. My aunt and I were talking about painting some things, some walls in her house, accent greens. And so I feel like everything that we were noticing was green today. Had some fun candles in here. So this is a reindeer. You could put a candle up in that top. Thought that would be really pretty on a display. Down here we found birch log taper holders. I thought this was awesome. Behind it holds the tea lights. Birchwood trees are some of my favorite trees. So I love that kind of peely bark. Sorry, we were looking at some stuff there. We have all of the Grinch serveware. So if you are having Grinchmas, you've got all the bowls and plates and glasses, little cookie jars, more coffee cups. You know you're in Texas when there's a lot of coffee cups, I have determined. This one looks like a puffy jacket, $6 for that one. Maybe when I get back to the HomeGoods store here in Florida, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe there will be a truckload of coffee cups, but just something I had not seen very much of when we've been there. The Nutcracker, that's a 2-pack, that's pretty. The plaid coffee cups to the side also, those are pretty. All right, everyone, are you ready to teleport over to a model home? Let's go. So this is a David Weekley home. Little more in the normal size than I've been showing on some of the houses. This is the Pem Shore. This particular neighborhood is in Justin, Texas, and the neighborhood is called Tree Line. So when you come in, right on the front door, there's 2 bedrooms and a shared bathroom. So check out some of the design selections. So very tall ceilings, very big windows. We've got painted stripes on that back wall. I will say painting stripes on a wall in Texas, our walls have what's called orange peel texture. It's complicated. It's hard to get a straight line. You really have to work at it. That wall back there may not have that. They may have just left it flat. Very pretty room right there. Let's see how they did the bathroom. So we've got painted cabinets, gold handles. We've got our little dog in there. I love that they took the fabric all the way up to the ceiling for an accent. This whole back wall, this is painted. It is not wallpaper. You'll find in a lot of these homes kind of a more, that they've got a room or 2 in the house that's kind of woodsy to kind of play along with the whole concept of the neighborhood being tree line. A lot of work to create that wall. Little bears and hammocks right there. That's super cute. So they have these both set as kids' rooms up front. And the front door you'll see right back over there, tall doors. 8-foot interior doors. That's a pretty normal thing in homes in Texas. So this would normally be a wall. That is the 2-car garage. That is a closet for coats. Let me come over here, and the room that's going to be around the corner to that left is a flex space, but I want you to see how they did this trim on this wall. I'll back up a little bit. So they just kind of trimmed out that wall. The trim pieces are in a satin finish. The wall was a flat finish. So normally you come in right here from the garage. Down here is a bedroom and full bathroom, so it's ensuite. They have it set up as their design center, kind of explain the neighborhood. This particular builder, so David Weekley, in this neighborhood, all of their homes you just pick packages. So you don't go off to design center per se, but you can pick your design package. That way everything is set pricing, so you're getting your pricing while you're building the house, instead of that kind of shock factor that if you've built a house, you know, when you get to design center, you're like, oof, all of the I wants cost way out of budget. So that kind of helps, you know, with the design, the cost, things like that. Let me push that open a little bit so you can see that. The cabinets in here are kind of, they pull a little bit on the green side. LVP floors in here. Laundry room here, of course, Texas. Sorry about that, I had to straighten that camera out. And when I say LVP floors, they're luxury vinyl plank floors. So they're wood look, but they have a lot, they're very durable. So this space here, you can upgrade it and put French doors on it, or solid glass, however you want to close that in. They've chosen to leave it open here. I know we've seen those magnifying glasses at HomeGoods. I was actually just talking with my aunt about that. I love the light wood with the black paint right there. That's really pretty. And you'll notice the artwork up top, trees, kind of a play on the neighborhood. Little room over here to put your shoes on and off. Wait till you see this kitchen. So we've got our cabinets stacked all the way to the ceiling. That is obviously an upgrade. This kitchen has really good space, really good storage. I actually had those exact pendant lamps. They're Kichler brand if you're interested. In my last house, mine were black. That little button, the gold button on the countertop, that turns on your garbage disposal. You can opt for that, or you can have it underneath the cabinet. Here is the price list. These are some of the houses in here. So what did we say? We were in the Pemshore. You can see that one on there. Kind of give you an idea price-wise here in Texas. So this one has, this kind of falls like gourmet. I know it's typically, I'm finding an upgrade in Florida to get these separate cooktops and stuff, but you'll oftentimes find the cooktop and then the built-in ovens in a lot of houses here. That is a picket fence style backsplash. So if you like just a different twist on a subway tile, that's kind of a fun selection. Our range hood right there. Our range hoods in Texas most always vent to the outside of the house. I'm finding in Florida, we would have to pay for that upgrade to vent that outside, which you want it vented outside. Otherwise, when you turn on your vent hood, you're just blowing the smoke right back in the house. So solid shelf pantries, you'll see that's the big difference between Texas and Florida. Florida, we get the wire shelves. Here, they're wood. They're not going anywhere. But it's a good size pantry. You could customize it, but definitely good storage. Quartz countertops. I love this little kind of bar setup over here. We're making waffles. That wood tray right there, we've definitely seen that at HomeGoods. But you see, there's a really good amount of space in here. So if you're entertaining, this is a good kitchen because no one's going to bump into each other. Kind of panning back to the family room over there. But I like this tray that they have set up over here too with the flowers, but you'll see all that space. What do you all think about that powder blue accent wall over there with the kind of stripe? I'm going to be honest, I didn't like it. It felt like a kid's room, but in the middle of the house. So again, we do tall ceilings, higher up. I love that on this side of the house, they raised those windows up so that you could put a piece of furniture under there and still have light coming into the house. All items we can find at HomeGoods recreate that same look. This is fun, nice and simple. We've got our family room over here. I kind of love this deep color on this sofa. Nice big chunky table there too. All right, what do you all think of this house so far? It's not a huge house. Probably, we can double check on the square footage, but I'm gonna, off the top of my head, say 2,400 square feet. Good tall ceilings. They did the fire pit out in that backyard. That would totally be an upgrade. The fencing is included. So in Texas, when you buy a house, you get a fence. In Florida, you do not. You have to add that in there. Got the entertainment center over here. Yeah, let me know what you think about this blue and white wall. I think for me, it felt a little bit, I'll pan back so you can kind of see the room. It just felt disjointed from the rest of the house. I think I would have rather just done that, the cream to match everything else. Let's go check out the master bedroom. Everything in this house is on one floor, so it is a 4-bedroom house, 3 full bathrooms, all on one floor, and it has that flex space. So here is the master bedroom. It's a good size. Tall ceilings. I love that the drapes go all the way up, makes your eye go really high. Fun little mid-century mod chair over here with this little side table. And big windows. One thing I am missing in houses in Florida is that and I think it's just honestly the difference between maybe hurricanes and not hurricanes, although I'll tell you, in Texas, we get hurricane force winds. Those little boxes, those black and white storage little things, you can find those at HomeGoods. That floral arrangement on the dresser, I love that. That pop of color, look at how vibrant that is. That's really pretty. That dresser was pretty. It had a kind of a quartz marble top on it. Master bathroom right there to the right. That door that is closed, that's water closet. The toilet's in there. Double vanity. I love the storage drawers in between. I think I would rather have 2 separate mirrors and maybe some shelving or something in between those, little extra either storage or decorative. Big walk-in shower room right there. We step down into that. They've got that penny tile on the floor, coordinating 12 by 24 tiles up the walls, and they tiled all the way up to the ceiling. And then the closet for David Weekley Homes, they don't put doors on the closet, so you just kind of walk into it. But good space in here, good solid shelves, hanging racks. They've got a lot of different little things in here right now. You could add a door if you wanted to, but I don't know about y'all. My door ends up staying open most of the time anyhow. All right, and with that, I think we're gonna head out. Let me know what you think of this David Weekly house. It's the Pemrose, and this one is in Justin, Texas. A little bit more of a normal size house compared to some of the huge houses we've been walking through. And with that, everyone, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Take care, have a great day, and be safe, everyone. See you in the next video.